I'm Angel and he's
Ryan.
And we're the Readers.
In the dark.
In the dark.
6 o'clock in the morning.
There we go.
6 o'clock in the morning. We are on our way to
Pennsylvania. It's 6:10 a.m. We finished summer school yesterday and came home, got everything done that had to be done, and we're on our way. So we're taking you guys along with us.
Amen.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's hit the road.
Hi guys, I'm Angel and Heath, and we're the Readers, and we are at Kitchen Kettle Village today. And are we in Intercourse?
Yes.
We're in Intercourse, PA.
And looking behind us.
And looking behind us,
They're straight in the show.
say hello, Bob.
Hello. How's it going?
You asked me to let go, but I thought I knew better. Afraid of surrender and what I don't know. I've always had a plan, but now I'm so weary and I can't see clearly. Forgot who I am. So won't you make my eyes your eyes, my ears your ears, my tears your tears? And won't you make my hands your hands, my feet your feet, my dreams your dreams? I give up control. Body, mind, and soul. Can't do this on my own, alone. No, I give up control. Can I speak honestly? I've still got some questions, still fighting the tension. I need some relief. No, I'm no Superman, this is my confession. Been learning my lesson, help me understand. So won't you make my eyes your eyes, my ears your ears, my tears your tears? And won't you make my hands your hands, my feet your feet, my dreams your dreams? I give up control. Body, mind, and soul. Can't do this on my own. No, I give up control. I will raise my voice and sing. I will raise my voice and sing. It's all I've got left to bring. I will raise my voice and sing. I will raise my voice and sing. I will raise my voice and sing. Yeah, it is all I got left to bring. I will raise my voice and sing. I give up control. I give up control. Body, mind, and soul. Can't do this on my own. Alone, no. Oh, I give up control. My body, mind,
thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, that was to run. So popped through the back door of the roses I ran.
Lately I've been reeling, watching the nightly news. Can't seem to find a rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops, feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of three. Oh, hear my prayer tonight, I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice, let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight, cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Yeah, I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Yeah, back when I was young, my eyes were full of life. But now that I am older, I live at the speed of light. Feels like the cycle never stops, feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight, I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice, let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight, cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Yeah, I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. I need the joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I need the joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. Let it move you, why don't you let it move? Oh, let it move you, yeah, I choose. Let it move you, oh, let it move, let it move you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. I need that joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I need that joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. This is for the busted hearts, this is for the question marks, this is for the outcast soul, lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back, sing it for the broken parts, sing it for the just found out life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. it's not too late. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life.
That's 75, 85, 85, and 95, $85, and 85, and 95, $100, $110, $110, and $110 bid, $100, and $110, and $100 $110 bid. Sold $100. 580.
Choice, child's chair or step stool. There, one or the other.
One and you bet. 2 and 1. Somebody get 35, 35, and $35, 20. At 20 pennies, $20, $5 bill. $5 and $5, $5, $5 and $5 and $10, $5, $5, $10, $15, $15 bill, $15 and $20, $20, $59, down 5. $25 and $25. At $25, $35 and $25, $35, $35, $40, $45, at $35 and $45, $45, $45, $35, $45 and at $35, $45. Sold 35 on the left side. 80. You want both of them, I guess? One.
We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And if we fall, we will fall together. Together. Oh, and when we rise, we will rise together. Together.
Well, hello guys. It is Thursday morning. What is it, July the 6th?
Yep.
And we are on the road, headed home today. So
She's driving first.
I'm driving first this morning.
She's ready to go.
It is actually 5:29, so it's showing our arrival time at 1:37. It will be later than that, but we'll get in there this afternoon and be able to do some laundry and stuff. But it's been a great week in PA.
She's always worried about laundry.
Well, there's things to be done at home, and when you're not at home, when you're away from home, I don't always sleep that well. I mean, I have slept, but that bed is a little softer, and so I've had some back pain, and which is radiated into my hips. So I'll be happy to be home tonight and sleep in my bed, and we will not have an alarm in the morning.
And this road's bumpy, sorry.
We've gotten up every day at what time? I think I've gotten up at 7 every day, except for yesterday. I was up at 6:30, and so, as you will have seen in the video previously, we have done everything from hanging out with our friends Bob and Janice to visiting with some of our Amish friends, John and Rachel, and we saw Elizabeth, John's mother. Saw an Amish friend that I haven't seen in 40 plus years, Barbie, and her husband Chris. And so
we visited the Glicks.
We visited the Glicks, and you will have seen.
And we visited the Stolfus.
Yes, you will have seen that the Glicks are the ones that have the baby. And of course you can't see the baby's face. I was holding the baby out of respect for them. And then you will have seen the homemade pretzels that were made, and I did not take any pictures, so you will not see any pictures of our Amish friends. Out of respect for them, we don't take pictures of them. So we're headed to Tennessee. I got my Tennessee shirt on, yeah, so if we see anything interesting on the way home, we'll hit the camera, turn it on, let y'all see what we see. So come along with us from PA to Tennessee, guys.
Okay. So we're on the road. We got about 28 miles before we have to exit. So, Angel, what was your favorite thing about this trip?
Honestly, visiting with friends. Our Bob and Janice, and then our Amish friends was my favorite part, and the special needs auction was definitely a highlight of the trip. Just seeing all the Amish people enjoying themselves, and possibly they've seen friends that maybe they've not seen in a while, and they were chit-chatting and kind of like we are whenever we go out. But a lot of times we see our friends more often than they do, because horse and buggy, it takes you by car 10 or 15 minutes to get there. Well, you take a horse and buggy and it might take you an hour to get there to a friend's house. So that was pretty neat just to sit back and watch them fellowship with each other.
So what is on this, what would you have liked to have done that you didn't do?
Honestly, possibly visit with, I'll have the time to visit with each of our Amish friends, because we didn't get to visit Sarah and Linda, and
we really only visited with Rachel
and John, and
Elizabeth was there the first time.
And Elizabeth was there on Saturday night when we went by there. But
so all the other Amish friends we visited with, we just really was a drop by.
Yeah.
Stayed for a few minutes and then we left.
Yeah. So, but it's been a great trip. Yesterday was extremely humid. My ankles have been swelling a little bit. They did yesterday, and I mean, I don't know if I was having hot flashes along with the swelling, with the feet and the sweating or what, but mercy. Yesterday afternoon, and then I was having a little bit of tummy issues, but it's all good.
And plus, as we approach the last few days, no matter when those last few days are, whether we stay 6 days or 11 days, those last few days, somebody is really anxious about going home.
Well, there's no place like home. If I never got to go on a vacation, I'd be okay with that, because I'm happy being at home. There's always stuff to do, and yeah. So yesterday we saved the Sight and Sound for yesterday, and so we saw Moses yesterday, and it was amazing.
And we've already bought our tickets for next year.
Yes, next year's who?
Daniel.
The first, we saw 3 shows at the Sight and Sound, and the first one was Queen Esther. Last year we saw David. This year we saw Moses. Queen Esther just totally blew it out of the park, and David was good, but Moses was really good. Extremely, extremely good.
I think Esther was the best one we've seen.
Yes, Queen Esther was definitely the best, and then I would say Moses, and then David.
Esther was, Esther used more of the stage continuously.
Yeah, the side stage too. Now, I'm going to say this. If you've never been to a Sight and Sound theater to watch a performance, you were really missing out. If you have the opportunity, I don't care what it is, you should at least go, because yesterday there was horses, there was donkeys, there was sheep, there was goats, a camel,
Rats,
and then there was also a bird at the beginning of the show, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a little pricier than maybe going to a show like if you're in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, but well worth the money. You'll definitely leave more blessed than you were when you went, for sure.
but it is expensive. But it's like 3-4 hours long. We started ours was at 11. What, about 12?
It was a little bit after 12. They had about 12:15. They had a 20-minute intermission, and then they finish the show. And so we typically go at the 11 o'clock show because that's the first show of the day. That way you're not waiting to get parking or whatnot. And so we got there. It says arrive 45 minutes early.
If you show up an hour early, you can park pretty close to the front.
Yeah. And as many of you may know, and some of you don't, Ryan's got back issues, which has caused issues in his leg and his foot. He can't walk a whole lot. And so it worked out great for us to get there about an hour early, and we got to park closer than we would, and so not that much walking, but
because if you show up after, when the show starts at 11, they won't seat you.
Yeah,
because there's animals and there's horses and stuff
that is up and down the aisles,
so they won't seat you until there's a break in the until they know that there's not animals and stuff coming down.
Yeah. So another highlight to this trip, Ryan, tell them about Wind Creek.
Oh yeah.
Put it on yourself.
So we go when we go to Harris or Wind Creek, which is not.
So let's do a little disclaimer here. We are not gamblers by any stretch of the imagination. We do go to Harris. It's probably been 3 years since we've been to Harris. If we're over in North Carolina passing through, we'll stop in. When we come up to Pennsylvania, our Amish friends want to go over to Bethlehem to Wind Creek. And this is the type of gamblers we are. I'm not about losing my money. So it's $20. I actually did 25 this time. Ryan does 20 and done for each of us, and we can live with that. We can afford to lose that money, and it's kind of fun just to go and play the slots.
We're there for 2-3 hours, and it costs us $20. That's it.
So we go to Wind Creek on Sunday with Bob and Janice, and Ryan is playing. And he says he's not going to walk out in the mall. Janice and I decided we were going to walk out in the mall. And so we walk out in the mall, and we're gone for a little bit and come back, and he can tell you the rest of the story.
Well, I was betting, I think 80 cents. It was a penny slot. But I was doing 80 cents at a time. And I got up to like $30, maybe 40. Anyways, and I got up to 40, and I'm like, well, because we're there to play, not really make money. So I decided that when I got down to 20 again, I would just cash out and take my $20. And I got to like 25, and I won 150 free spins. So sat there and watched it, 150 free spins, and at 80 cents a pop, which was like 80 lines. And so after 150 free spins, it got up to $497. Angel came in, and I told her to play like $5.
Well, I actually came back, and it was at like $31 or something like that, and I said, oh, so you're having a little bit of money. You know, I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. And Ryan's like, no, babe, I've got this many spins. And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So it didn't quite register with me that he was going to make very much money, because I didn't really look at what he was betting and, you know, how many rows and whatever. So I said, well, I'm going to go play some stuff. And so I go, and you know, doesn't take long. They don't have as many penny slots there in Wind Creek as they do in Harris. And so I was playing some dollar slots and 25-cent slots, so on and so forth. And then I come back, and I said, well, how are you doing? And Ryan shows me the thing, and I was like, whoa. Because he was finished by that point. He was
when
just
she came out the first time,
it was at like $30.
It was at, okay. My thing was at 30, but over to the left, and you'll see a picture. On the left, it showed how much money like until you hit the button, it doesn't transfer over to your account. So on the left, it was showing how much money I was winning. All she saw was that I had $30.
Yep.
On the right side, she didn't know that. Pretty much it was both of those together, added together. First time she came through, it was like $125. She just saw the 30.
Yeah.
Because that's what she looks for. She's looking at how much money do I have.
Because I'm not a gambler. I don't understand all that stuff. And
she just likes to hit buttons.
I'm a button masher. We go to Harris.
It's fun to watch her because she hits a button after button after button after button after button. She gets annoyed. She would have quit the machine I was on because the buttons, not that they stick, but you had to, maybe sticking is the right word.
Yeah, it was sticking.
You had to push the button like on the back of the button, and then it would make you pause. It wouldn't let you just hit a button and hit a button and hit. You had to wait a second, which for me is fine. Because it was allowing me to, it actually was one of the penny slots that actually allowed me to actually bet a penny or however much I wanted to. But no, it was good. Got lucky, so we cashed out at $4.94.
Yeah. When I came back, he's like, hey, why don't you sit down and, play it until it's down to like $4.95 or whatever. And so it was down to $4.94. So we cashed out.
I would have let her play as much as she wanted. But
oh no.
She's like, no.
Listen, guys, I'm not willing to lose money. If I can get ahead, but which is very seldom to never. So yeah.
Well, I just know how she likes to push buttons, so I'm like,
I'm
at least play some of it.
Hello, I'm all about money. So I was tickled that he got close to right at $500.
Okay. So of all the times we've been to any casino, which maybe it's a total of 10 times. Maybe over the years
in our life.
So 10 times $40, $20 a piece. So in that day, the other day, we won. We left with more money than we've ever spent at any casino.
Works for me.
But we figure for a couple hours, if you go for any other kind of entertainment, it's going to be more than $20 a person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're talking about sight and sound. Sight and sound is close to $100 a person.
Yeah.
To go. So, but it is a blessing, and we thoroughly have enjoyed it. But yeah. So I voted no for the lottery in Tennessee. Therefore, I do not play the lottery because it's hypocritical to do such a thing. If you vote against something, you should not. That guy on that motorcycle, I believe it was. You should not. If you're against something, you should not play the lottery if you voted against it. I voted no, therefore I don't play it. I mean, I just feel like a lot of people waste their money, and that's people that don't have the money to waste. So I'm not going to get on a soapbox on all that. But we're not gamblers. If you call spending $20 when you go to a casino a big gambler, then it is what it is. But yeah. But that was a highlight. That was pretty exciting. And so he bought Bob and Gina supper that night.
Yeah. I'm like, I am paying for dinner. And they're like, since it wasn't really my money, they're like, okay. Usually they're like, no, you're not paying. But hey, I was the big winner that day. So for us, that's a big winner.
So what was your highlight of the trip?
The auction.
Yeah.
I love going to the auction. I talk a lot.
He didn't used to.
I didn't used to.
He is.
Once I get going, once somebody asks me about something I care about, I'll talk a lot. But at the auction, I just sit there and just take it in. I enjoy watching I enjoy watching the auction. Sometimes I can't understand. Yeah, there's 2
to 3. There's 2 for sure auctioneers, possibly 3. The one that usually starts the auction, you can understand what he's calling really well. The second one, I have issues because I think he's probably using German words in his auctioning, and I'm not 100% certain a lot of times what they're at. I think he was doing the one when I bought that shelf. It's like a pine or a wooden shelf and a wall shelf, and we'll do a video and show you guys what we purchased. But I think I paid $10 for that shelf that somebody's made, and I think it was simply because people didn't know some people didn't know what he was calling, and maybe the Amish.
There was a little a wall hanging, quilted wall hanging that was made by the Amish kids.
The Kids Care Center.
And I say kids, they're adults. They're special needs adults. And Angel's just like, that only went for $25. Why didn't you bid on it? It's like, I had no idea what it was at. It's like, because he started at like 100 and then he went down. They go down and down and down until somebody finally makes a bid. And the other guys, when it came down to nobody was bidding, they would slow down for a second and make it very clear what the bid was before they said gone. And this guy was he was yelling and yelling and yelling, and the next thing I know, it's like $25. I'm like, that was the first thing in the whole conversation.
Why don't you put that on you while you're talking?
Because I don't want to.
Well, I'm driving. I can't watch that.
That was the first time I had any idea what the price was. So I'm like, it's safer. It is safer to miss out on something than to overbid on something because you have no idea what it is.
Yeah, but we'll do a video to show you what we bought, tell you what we paid for it, and a total of what we spent at the auction. So
there you go.